Hi, I'm Micah. This short yoga class will help you slow down and prepare you for a wonderful night's sleep. So put on something cozy and come join me on the mat. To start, let's meet in child's pose. Knees wide, hips to heels. Slide the palms forward and melt your forehead down to the mat. Bring all awareness to your breath here. And use this as an opportunity to release your day, whatever happened, whether it was good or bad. We're setting that all aside now. Bring awareness to your breath. And imagine you're breathing into your back. Gently draw yourself up to hands and knees. Joints stacked, so shoulders right over the wrists, hips over your knees, moving through our cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, broaden the collarbone and gaze up. Exhale, round your back, scoop the belly in, press away from the mat, and release your head. Breathe in, open the chest, gaze up. And breathe out, round your back, release your head. Now really take your time with this today. Long breaths, slow movement. And allow your eyes to close. Now next time you breathe out, let's sit back into our child's pose, hips to heels, just for a brief moment, and then rise back up to our cow, dropping the belly, gazing up. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. And inhale, come back to tabletop, open the chest into cow. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. Inhale. And on this exhale, just come to a neutral spine and then sit down with your feet in front of you. Extend out your left leg at a diagonal and bring the right sole of your foot to the inner thigh. Once you're settled, start to slowly walk your hands out in front of you, coming into a forward fold. Find a spot, find a depth that feels comfortable enough to hold for a few breaths, and then let your head release. Maybe even shake it out, so no tension in the neck at all. And during each of these long holds, I'd like you to bring awareness to your breath, drawing it out as long and deep as you can. And keeping your torso pointed down, gently walk yourself over till you're stretched over your leg. Now moving into a side bend, take your big toe with your left fingers if you can, or you can let your hand rest on the ankle or the shin. Open your right shoulder back so you're in a side bend, and then let the arms sweep up and over. Reaching, extending through your fingertips. And then release, sit up tall, and switch legs. So extend out your right leg, your left footprint comes to the inner thigh. Take your time getting up on top of your sit bones, and then start to walk your hands forward till you come into a forward fold. Release your head, shake out the neck, any tension, let that go. And slowly walk your hands over to the extended leg. And then moving into our side bend, take hold of the toe or the ankle, open the left shoulder back and sweep the arm up and over until you feel a nice stretch down the left side of your body. And then visualize that you're breathing into this entire side of your body. Rise up and release that. Beautiful. Both legs in front of you now. Dandasana, sitting up tall. Breathe in and reach your arms up, lift the chest, and then hinge from the hips as you breathe out, letting your hands release down to your ankles, your toes, wherever they fall. And then you can round your shoulders down and release your head. These forward folds are so good for allowing us to wind down and preparing for an evening of rest. Now, taking as much time as you can, slowly roll up your spine, letting your head hang the entire time until you are sitting up tall. Soft shoulders, lifted chest. Beautiful. Let's come to lie on our backs. As you come down, keep your knees bent and your feet flat on the mat. Or if you're doing this in bed, that's fine too. Walk your heels out a bit to where your feet are pretty wide, maybe even wider than your hips. And draw your hands into cactus arms, so 90 degrees. Then let your knees fall to one side and then the other, like windshield wipers. And you can go at whatever pace feels good in your body. This is all about just showing your body a little love. Some gentle movement before we go to sleep. Now, next time your knees come to the left, let them stay to the left. And then take your hand, your left hand, on the knee and look to the right. So you're in just a very gentle twist. Bring that arm back to where it was. Draw the knees up and over to the other side. Take your right hand on the right knee and look towards your left hand. And as we hold this twist, breathe deep down in your belly and then allow the breath to move up. Return your hands back to cactus, knees lift back up, feet flat. Now, extend your right leg out long and draw your left knee in towards you and give your knee a little hug in towards you. As you take a big breath in, feel your belly expand into your thigh. And then breathe out. And keep breathing like that as we bring movement into our ankle. So roll it in one direction and then the other. And take your hands behind the knee. Breathe in as you stretch the leg up, the sole of the foot reaching up to the ceiling. And then breathe out as you gently bend that knee. Again, inhale. Stretch the leg up, and exhale, let it bend. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Great. Now take your left hand on top of the left knee and draw circles outward. So your right hand can rest wherever it's comfortable, maybe on top of your right hip. And now take the circles in the other direction. And these are one of my favorite things to do right before bed, these nice lazy hip circles. Okay, next time your knee comes out to the left, hold it out to the left. Reach for the outside of your foot, or if that's not available to you, you can hold the back of the knee or the ankle. And then come into a half happy baby. So we're pulling the left knee towards the left armpit. The sole of the foot is reaching up to the sky, and we're pulling down. The right leg's still extended, so you might feel a light stretch on the right hip flexor, the front of the right thigh. And then release. Stretch the left leg out long, and then draw the right knee in. We'll do that whole thing on this side, taking our time, hugging the knee in first, and just taking some deep breaths, feeling your belly expand into the leg. And then bring a little movement into the ankle as we breathe. Rolling it in one direction, and then the other. Now take your hands behind the knee, interlace your fingers, and stretch the leg up straight to the sky. Nothing extreme, just a light stretch. And then bend the knee. 2 more times like that. Breathe in and stretch up. Then breathe out, soften down. 1 more time, breathe in and stretch. Breathe out, bend. Now take your right hand on top of the right knee. Maybe your left hand comes to your left hip. And then just draw big circles outward with the knee. And take your knee in the other direction. And then next time the knee comes out to the side, hold it there. Reach your right hand for the outside of the right foot, coming into our half happy baby. The hand can also be at the ankle or behind the knee, wherever you can grip on and pull down for a nice opening of the hip. And then focusing, bringing our awareness on the breath. Let that go. Now, take both of your knees out to the side into butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana. Take your hands on your low belly. Let your eyes close. And we'll play with some extended exhales here. Now, with every breath out, I want you to release any last part of your day that you're holding on to. Feeling a sense of ease and softness as your body just melts down. So take a breath in through the nose, and then breathe out through the nose, extending the exhales for as long as you can, as long as is comfortable. And when you reach the bottom of your exhale, you can pause for a brief moment and then breathe in again through the nose and repeat these intentionally extended exhales for a few rounds. And remembering each exhale, you release a little more tension, more tightness, a little more worry. All of that is leaving you. You're releasing it all. You've done enough today. You've tried hard enough. Now release all control of the breath. And stay here in stillness for Shavasana. I'm going to leave you now in case you want to drift off to sleep. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Take care.